So some of you may know me from Reacted Up, my other channel with over 300K subscribers. If you do know me from there, you know I took a year off. During the past year, I gained quite a bit of weight. I enjoyed myself. I traveled. I ate good. But yeah, I put on a couple pounds. And when this quarantine got put into place, I told myself, I'm going to change my body so that summer 2020, I can chill at the beach with my lime green short shorts and my chacos and just enjoy myself. Obviously, Corona is still here, so that's not going to happen. But in the past 30 days, I made a crazy body transformation. If I were to summarize everything in 5 seconds, I would tell you that I went from this to this.
Bucks, foreign cars for the bars when I'm getting in enough. Getting diamonds, I'm already in a rough. Yeah, I'm young, trading numbers with a 7 and a 1. Hey, I've been living on a mission and they wishing that I give into the vision for my seat. But I'm trying to fit it with no limit. I'ma spit it and it makes it till they spin it on repeat. Hey, now I drop it, they react it up. Yeah, all of y'all.
What's up, YouTube? It has been a long time since I uploaded, but before we get into the details of the video, let's talk about the elephant in the room, COVID-19. It is a weird reality and it's definitely changing the way a lot of us live. But please, if you are, going out, just practice, social distancing, wear your mask. Not to say I didn't take it serious before, but I actually had people that I'm close to, both, family and best friends that have gotten the virus. Luckily, they did recover well from it. But now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about how I lost so much body fat in 30 days. I'll watch fitness experts on YouTube talk about all this jibber jabber for 10 to 15 minutes. That all boils down to the same points. Point one being intermittent fasting. Find a window that you're okay with eating during. For me, I ate between 12 and 8. And it just made it to where I could eat meals that satisfied my taste buds and were a lot more fulfilling. And, following these weird diets, other weird diets are super hard to stick through because I've personally tried them before back when I did have all that body fat and nothing ever worked. So I do recommend intermittent fasting, especially if you like to eat good things. It makes it a lot more simple. 2, and this follows intermittent fasting, exercising. You don't need to go to the gym and spend hours like a lot of these fitness experts say. Ideally, I say go outside, get yourself a fast pace in or get yourself a nice little run in. Don't worry about spending hours in the gym. Don't worry about high intensity interval training. Just go outside or go on a treadmill, run whatever your goal is. If you want to run a mile a day, go out and run a mile a day. All right, but make sure you try it. Now, when we do look at my Nikerun app, which I use to track my running, you'll see that I didn't have crazy numbers. I ran 10 to 12 minute miles per day, per mile, so 10 to 12 minutes per mile, right? I didn't have 6-minute miles. Just go out there and run something that you are comfortable with. Start simple. Don't go in at 100 like a lot of these videos will tell you, and you will notice your body fat, go down a lot. And I want to touch on that. What I did personally is I told you my eating window was between 12 and 8. You want to run or get your exercise in before your eating window, right? So I ran between 6 to 7 a.m. And that allowed my body to be in this fasted state and burn that fat. Now, I'm not going to lie, it was super hard, but at the end of the day, I did burn body fat really fast during phase 1 of this 30-day challenge. I'll go a little bit more in detail of the phases in a second, but I just wanted to mention that. Third is going to be diet. If you want to know what I ate, I'll post it. I'll paste a picture of it right here. I'll also have it in the description. Now, you don't have to eat these specific items. You can customize it, but just in case if anybody was interested in the options that I gave myself to eat, here they are right here. Now, I did have my cheat meals. I did go to Chick-fil-A a couple times. Just make sure you stay within your calorie limit based off your body size. I personally tried to stay around 2,000 calories. I'm 5'11", so you can figure that out for yourself. That's the 3 points: intermittent fasting, exercising, simple exercising, something that you're comfortable with and that you can do for 30 days straight and follow a schedule. And then third, diet. That's what everything boils down to. So now let's talk about items. What I recommend for this challenge if you choose to do so. First is gonna be a food scale. Some of these items you're already gonna have in your home. If not, I'll include a link in the description. So I bought this on Amazon for about 10 bucks. And honestly, I only used it for the first week. so I could weigh my food. I think I included the weight of the foods that I recommend in my diet. Obviously, you can adjust that for whatever your calorie requirement is. But honestly, after the first week of using this, I just started eyeballing it because I'm not too tedious about the weight of my food. I just wanted to have a good picture over what I needed to be consuming. And so this definitely helps out a lot. I do recommend this for at least the first week just so you can know around what you need to be eating. You don't need to be too tedious with it. That'll make this whole process annoying, trust me. Second item is going to be a smart scale. If you want to use a regular scale, feel free to, but I prefer a smart scale because it tells you your body composition. While these may not be the most accurate tools, it does make it to where you have that point of reference. So it'll tell you your weight, your body, your BMI, your muscle mass percentage, your body fat percentage, just so you can know how you're doing. And this is nice because obviously if one week, you go down in body fat and then the next week you go up quite a bit, it may be something in your diet, or maybe you're skipping out on those exercises that I told you to do. Option 2. And then it also syncs to my phone. So it allows me to keep track over my body composition and send straight to my phone. This is the Weight Gurus. I got this from Target for about $60. There's a lot of cheaper options out there on Amazon. I definitely recommend checking them out. This one is a little wonky. So I honestly wouldn't say buy this one, but I'll link it in the description just in case if anybody is interested in buying this. Next, if you're gonna be running, for me, running 2.5 miles a day is a lot because I'm not a runner. I recommend getting some good running shoes. These are the Nike Joy Runners. These used to be $150, but I got them at Dick's for about $70 on sale. So get something that you're comfortable with. These have this new B technology at the bottom of it, and it made it feel like I was running on clouds, especially since I'm running outside on concrete. It just made it a lot more simple just to get some shoes that were comfortable. So I recommend getting some good running shoes. Lastly, this item, I would say is cheating a little bit, but if you have the extra money to buy it, I recommend it. It is the Slender Tone Ab Belt. This is meant to assist. Basically, what I did is I would put this on as I ran. I think I spent about $129 on this. And it's honestly like getting an ab workout without doing the ab workout, right? It allowed me to define my abs and my obliques without actually doing an ab workout. And I liked it. And I just used it as I ran and, just helped promote body fat. So those are some of the items that I recommend for getting started with this. Let me know if you would recommend any other items down in the comment box. But now let's talk about the numbers and how my body changed. So when I started this challenge, June 1st, 2020, I weighed 168 pounds. My muscle mass percentage was at 45.6%. My fat percentage was at 18%. In the month of June, I ran 75.3 miles. June 1st, I ran 2.51 miles. And if you look at the time, I averaged 11 minutes and 15 seconds per mile. Like I said, I'm not doing anything crazy. Don't go out there and run 6-minute miles unless it's easy for you. If it's easy for you and you're comfortable with that, okay, go ahead and do it. You may see better results. But I recommend when getting started, doing something comfortable. I know I said that a lot, but I really want to stress that you don't need to go out here and try to kill yourself so that you can burn body fat. As long as you're running and getting these exercises in before your eating window, you're gonna notice that body fat shred off pretty fast. So I was averaging 2.5 miles every run. And if you notice, I actually have 41 runs instead of 30 runs, which would represent 30 days in the month of June. Now, the reason that I have 41 runs is because some days I couldn't do the 2.5 in one sitting and I had to take a break. Like I would do a mile and I'm like, okay, I'll come do the rest later, right? So some days I did 2 runs in a day, which is completely fine. Okay, now this was during phase 1. Phase 1 was strictly about me burning body fat, meaning that I was getting up, running in the morning, super hard, but I just wanted to shred body fat. While phase 2 was more about not shredding body fat too fast, but promoting muscle building. And I'll go a little bit into detail on that. But let's talk about phase 1. So for the first 15 days of June, which represent phase 1, I woke up, got my run in, my exercise in, walked, whatever the case was. And I noticed a crazy body change. But I didn't like where my muscles were or how my muscles looked at the time. So on my June 15th weigh-in, I weighed 157.2. I dropped a lot of weight in 15 days. My muscle mass went up 46.9%. My fat percentage went down to 15.7%. That is a crazy change. I dropped almost 3% in body fat. Now for phase 2, like I said, I didn't want to drop too much in body fat anymore just because I had already lost a little over 10 pounds in 2 weeks, which was a little insane. But you'll be surprised how much that body fat shreds off if you run before those eating windows. So now I changed it up to where I wanted to incorporate a little bit of working out into my runs. And what I did is I actually started running during the time of my eating window. So I would run at like 3 p.m. instead of running at 6 a.m. While this isn't going to allow me to shred body fat fast, it did give me more energy to incorporate workouts into my run. So a little bit about where I ran. I ran around this pond, and so I would do 10 laps because each lap was a quarter of a mile. So that's how I got to that 2.5 mile. But after every lap, I incorporated a workout. So for example, after every run, after every lap, I would drop down and do 10 push-ups, right? So during 10 laps, that allowed me to do 100 push-ups. Now I can't do 100 push-ups straight, but running another lap and then dropping down and doing 10 push-ups was a lot more manageable for me than just trying to do 100 push-ups straight. And so that allowed me to actually promote muscle growth. And if we look at my June 30th, well, as of today numbers, we'll see some improvement in my muscles. So I didn't drop down too much in weight. I'm at 156.6 pounds. My muscle mass went up. I'm at 47.1%. And my body fat percentage still went down because I am still following the same diet. Went down to 15.3%, just not as dramatic as the first 15 days. But if we look at that clip, you'll notice that my muscles look fuller. Those push-ups definitely worked out. And now what I'm gonna focus on for the month of July is building up more muscle. And then how I wanna challenge you all is if we can get 5,000 likes on this video, I will spend the month of July building muscle, maybe gaining a little bit of fat, and I will do a 150-mile challenge for the month of August, meaning that I'm gonna run 5 miles a day, which it's gonna be tough, but I definitely wanna see where it takes my body. But if you do wanna shred body fat, I recommend getting out there, running or doing a fast pace for a mile a day, for just a little 30-mile challenge. Get your 30 miles in for the month. It's also a great way to get some fresh air as you need it, especially during these times. And I promise you will probably see your body change in a quick manner. Don't watch all these 15 to 20 minute videos that are too complicated and have you doing too much. It takes those 3 things that I mentioned in the beginning of the video: intermittent fasting, exercising, and your diet. And don't go too extreme. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. This is not a fitness channel. It's just giving you all more insight into my life. So rather that is financial stability and how I got that at such a young age, love life, fitness. I'm just gonna take you all on that journey with me while also uploading to my Reacted Up channel for the more funny videos. But I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm super happy to be on this channel. I hope we grow it a lot in the next year or so. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.
No love on my jeans, what?
Lap to the bank, cause I'm silly. So Bitcoin a year ago worth $1 million. Got the Tesla, cause I didn't want the Billy. Brought her back to the pad, yeah, that's dilly. We be watching a bank account flip. Louis all over my grip. Gucci all over my